Hey everyone, we are going to be making hats tonight. I put a poll out there for you guys, and I'm just I'm hoping this is what you guys want to do. There's some other yarn that we're going to be working on tonight. So I did this one while off of live. Let me move this cord around. I did this one while I was off live, and this was made on this loom, but it's a slightly smaller head because I used a tighter stitch. And you can do the same. So this is like a small adult size. And now I'm about to take off this adult regular size, and yeah, so that's what we're about to do. So I'm gonna just wrap this around here. Uh-oh. And how you know you have the right size, which that's what I forgot in the house, is you measure up to 8 inches, which I have my ruler, so I can pull my ruler out too. I'm trying to find me some scissors. Hi, Finland. Hello from the U.S. Welcome in. So this is about halfway. I'm just trying to get it like halfway to that point. Cut that. I'm done using this blue. I'm gonna do like my Miami's Dolphins colors tonight, so I'm gonna set this aside. And I chose those colors because they're fun and exciting, bright colors, and I love bright colors. So that's what I'm going to do. I just need a tapestry needle so I can go ahead and take this off. I got like 2 hooks sitting right here, so I'll put that up, and my yarn winder. That. I hope you guys are doing well on this evening. I typically work on my big blanket, but right now my neck and shoulder is acting up, so I would prefer doing something that's not as strenuous on my neck. I need to go this way. Hi, Mero. I am doing a cast off, and I'm gonna lift this one on up off the loom because it starts to get a little messy when you don't. So hopefully that'll loosen up the other stitches to come off nicer. I'm gonna have to. And if you don't want to do what I'm doing, I'll just show you what I I do too. So I'm gonna lift these off. I don't feel like lifting them off with the needle. Just lift them off like this. I think, yeah, I did that one too. So if you don't want to like have the yarn constantly wrapped around here, sometimes I go ahead and pick it up off like this. And also, I've seen other people go in behind the stitches. So if you decide you don't want to do that, then you can go in behind the stitches right here. And this way, it'll make the yarn kind of come in behind too. So I'm doing this because I can give some people, it's some people that want to see this. And so I'm doing this to give them some time to stroll in. By the time I'm done doing this, they probably stroll in during that time. I did like a survey on my page to see who I wanted to like what we wanted to do tonight. And so I figured this was different from my different but the same technique but different loom. So that that worked. I'm gonna lay this one right here. They not all gonna look like that, of course, but you gotta do different stitches to uh to make them come out different. This one is not gonna look like that one, but the rest of the heads are, because they're quicker to make, are gonna look like the one I'm taking off. Next time I'll use my rotating loom, or I might have it around so I can possibly work on it. If I have it located with quick ease, I'll show you guys how to do this on the rotating loom. Uh-oh. Yes, you can make blankets with this loom. There's a 10 stitch method, and there's also the 10 stitch method doesn't require you to sew anything after. And then there's also you can make panels and sew them together. You can make like really long tubes, or you can make flat panels and sew them together. Hey Dan, how are you doing? I decided to do hats tonight. I got a lot of hats to get done. people last minute asking me for hats, and so I was just like, I need a live. It still got to be loom knitting, and I got to make a hat, and I got to make some crochet hats too. So I'm trying to get a lot of loom ones done. They didn't specify whether they wanted knitting or crochet, so I prefer to do it this way. That's awesome. You're doing good. Right now, what I'm taking off now would be like in the round, and the longer you go, it would be a tube. And if you're flat paneling, it's just really more like a flat surface, but it's more likely to curl. So this is flat panel basically, but a tube would be like this, like if it was all connected like that. So there will be a tube, and then this is flat, just like a flat rectangle or a flat rectangle or a blanket or something like that, or a square. Yeah, a panel. That's good. You're doing good, Dan. I don't remember if I said it or not. I probably should have had my book next to me. The book would have been better because they got the picture. I don't know where my book is right now. Next time I'll make sure I have it beside me. Panel is just it's just flat or circle. That's all it is. It's just round or circle. It's like a hat. A hat is in the round, and it just calls it panels. Let me see if I can locate this book. I have no idea what I did with this book. Okay, so this is an example right here. So the you don't pay too much attention to like the panel, but this is a round like a tube, and then if I did it just like I only had one piece and it was like this, that's flat. But this is a tube, so that's what I mean by in the round. And then flat panels are like blankets and sheets and towels and stuff like that. Give me just a second. Let me get this head off first, and I'll show you how to do a panel, a flat panel. I wish I had my book next to me. I have no idea what I did with it. Because I hardly ever use it anymore. And so I need to collect all my books and put them together. So whenever I'm teaching on live, I can be better of assistance. trying to go as fast as I can to get this off. But like right now, this is like a a um a round panel. Let me put that back in there. If it was hooked all the way on here, cause I did everything in the whole loom in the round, that would be like a round. You can make blankets on here. Yes. You can do the 10 stitch method or like make several tubes or make flat panels to make blankets. So right now I got a tube on here. The 10 stitch method doesn't require sewing for blankets, but the making a tube or making flat panels would. All right, we got that off. But I don't want to spend like the whole night talking about making blankets. I mean, no harm at all. But I'm gonna show you how to do a flat panel real quick. But I just don't want to spend all night on blankets because I'm trying to get hats done. I need this to. I'm to get that closed. I'll take the needle back and forth multiple times to like get the hat done. But like these are two different like size of hats because this one is a tighter stitch and this one is looser. Okay, I'm gonna set those aside. All right, so let me see what will show up better. This part will show up better because I'm getting ready to work with it anyway. I forgot I had that on there. All right, I had an extra pen, but I'm just gonna use this Loom pen tonight. I really don't prefer using it, but for this, for the sake of not searching for one right now, this is what I'm gonna do. All right, so slip knot, and if you don't have one of these pegs with like um a stitch marker, you can get like some stitch markers like the look. There are Loom knit stitch markers, but I'm currently using those because I've lost a few. But you can use these stitch markers like the little safety pin looking ones for like a stitch marker. So that's why I'm gonna start it. The only thing is, of course, you saw that it falls off, but once you get the stitches on there, it'll stay. All right, and I normally turn mine to the left. My extra yarn, I go to the left, and I'm gonna tighten this up on here. But if I'm doing a flat panel, I really don't need a stitch marker. I mostly need those for like blankets and working it around. Okay, so you're gonna wrap counterclockwise, going towards the right, and It's like writing in E, the letter E, in cursive. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there because this is what's gonna make it make me be able to show this quicker. Really awesome. That is awesome. I thought about making some of those, and I thought about making some of those kindergarten mats too. So you're gonna wrap all the way down to where you want to stop, however many stitches you're trying to do, and you're gonna push all these down. And not a lot of people realize. Let me see if it happens first. Yeah, not a lot of people realize that you can wrap counterclockwise or you can wrap clockwise. So these are really friendly for those who are lefties and righties. So it don't matter which direction you go on the loom, just as long as the stitches are always faced on this side and this is the back of the stitches. So I just went um, counterclockwise going this direction. I don't know what you mean by battle wrap. I just went counterclockwise going this direction. Now I'm going to go clockwise, wrapping back to the left. So when you go back to the left, I'm going to hold it up there. So I just wrapped this one. But when you go back to the left, you're going to go in behind the peg next to it and wrap clockwise. Don't worry about the last stitch not having a stitch on it because each time you wrap, you will take care of that. So I never wrap the first or the last peg, depending on if I'm making a blanket. But typically, if I'm doing a flat, I'm not gonna wrap the last peg twice. So counterclockwise this way, clockwise going that way. But if you were lefty, you would do I think you would do like clockwise this way and then go back going to the right counterclockwise. And so then I'm going to knit off right here to lock in my stitches. It's a little tight because I did a slip knot. So that locks in my stitches. I can let go of this to keep my stitches won't come off. So I'm going to wrap that. I'm going to knit off. And I'm only going to do this about 2 or 3 more times because I really got to get back to making my heads. Okay, so I wrapped that. And remember, we didn't have 2 stitches on here. So when I push it down, I am going to skip the first one. Skip that first one. Go over to this one in behind, and wrap counterclockwise. Because I'm going back this direction. So every time we go this direction, we'll wrap counterclockwise. I'm trying to hold it up and wrap it. I need to set it back down. It's making me shake a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna go back this direction, wrapping counterclockwise. Uh-oh. And I wrapped the last peg, so I'm just doing a demonstration right now. I'm getting ready to start making hats. So then you're gonna knit off on that last stitch and knit off the rest of them. So I'm about to get ready to take this apart. Alright, push that down. Go back the other direction clockwise. So that's all you're doing. Skip that first peg, go back the other direction clockwise. Long as the stitches are on the outside, you're doing the right thing. And this pin is bothering me. They're right here. Yeah, yep. So you skip the first and the last peg each time. I cannot do a finished one right now because I was only doing a demonstration. I'm trying to get back to making my hats. The hats got to be done. I cannot do a flat panel right now, a full on flat panel. But yeah, so now you see that, and that's flattening. So when it comes down, it's gonna look more like a square, rectangle, or whatever. Ah, okay, gotcha. Well, I mean, it's up to you. You can wrap the last ones twice. It's really up to whoever's working it. But my preference is I don't wrap the first or last peg. Now, if I were doing like the garter stitch, and I were doing like e-stitch and purling, because I don't purl on my first to last peg. When I do the e-stitch row, I'm gonna do like all the stitches on the e-stitch row because I want to make sure that it's taken care of from the purl stitch row. But that's like a whole another conversation. But I'll show y'all real quick because I was saying this earlier. This this is flat panel. So yeah. So this is how flat paneling will look, but I'm not gonna do a demonstration of a completed like a long elongated flat panel because I'm trying to get my hats done. But yeah, so when it comes out, yours will curl because you have to learn how to do the garter stitch on the border. But that's the reason why I didn't really want to show it because I don't have time to do like demonstration of the garter stitch. But to when you're working on a blanket, for right now, if you're doing all e-stitch, it will curl up. The only way to get it to not curl up is to do a garter stitch, and that's a combination of e-stitch and purl stitch. But I'll I'll have to do that later. That'll be on another day because I typically make blankets on live, but I did a vote for who wanted to see what, and that's what they chose. They lean more toward making hats. Cause right now I'm working on a huge blanket that I gotta get done. But it's just easier for me to not wrap on the first or last peg. So that's my preference. All right, let's get this back on here. No, I don't want to use this. I don't want to use that that looming pen. It's driving me nuts. So we're gonna switch to this one. Hi, Sylvia. How are you doing? I had to do a demonstration of a flat panel real quick, but trying to get this yarn off of that looming pen I don't care for. And I've lost the needle. What did I do with the needle? There it is. Awesome, awesome. Welcome, welcome. So glad to see you here. I ain't even need to take this off, y'all. I don't know why I did that. And it's starting to sound like I need a little water. Um, the white one. I don't. I think this is the one I just had in my hand. This is these are like Loom. This is the official Lumen pen. I don't like it, but this is like just an office pen. Oh, it's just an old office pen. Thread the yarn through. It makes like e-stitching like seamlessly. And if you're talking about this is a no, no, you're not. You're KRD. We were talking earlier. So yeah, this is like a wrapping tool. It helps out a lot. A wrapping tool, like a old clicking office pen. Like I got these in here. I prefer not to use them anymore either, so I don't use them anymore. But this is just an office pen, an old office pen. Let me turn this way. I always turn towards my left. All right. So I went with Miami Dolphins theme colors tonight because they're fun and bright. I need a lot of bright colors to keep me from getting bored. I need stimuli all the time. And if you don't know, if you've never been on my channel, I am an ADHD crafter, and so that's why I keep saying I need stimuli. So if I don't have it, I will get bored. All right, so gotta hold this down right here because I need to push all these down before they jump off of the loom. And that's why I kind of ramble on sometimes because I'm trying to make sure my thoughts are coming out correctly. Okay, at the risk of this jumping back off, I'm gonna go ahead and no. That is exactly what I just said. At the risk of that jumping back off. All right, I'm gonna go ahead over here, which I could have did at first. Go ahead and knit this off over here. But I afterwards I will not knit off on the starting peg. I'll knit off on the last peg to hold it in. So this is knitting in the round. If you worried about the stitches jumping off while you're working, I sometimes hold my finger right here and behind the last one that I wrap before I start back wrapping. So if it pops off, it's not gonna go past my thumb. And then while I'm pulling more yarn, I'm gonna put my pen down straight down so that it doesn't pop off either. And I'm gonna knit off right here. I already knitted off on the first one, so I'm not concerned about that one. and this is your first E-stitch. I swear, roll call, we here. And sometimes I'll speak to someone on live, and then I'll speak again. I was like, I can't remember if I spoke, because I'll get into what I'm doing. Then I'm like, wait, did I speak? And also, for my newbies, if you are a new loom knitter, there is a difference in looms. This one is a wide gauge, which I don't really use. This one, this is one of those ones from Walmart. Excuse me. But this one is wide gauge and this one is small gauge. So I would typically use like a number 5 up to like a 7 on this one, and I would use like a number 4 or smaller on this one. If you want your stitches to be a little bit more flowing, I would say do a 3. But of course, working with thinner yarn is going to take a little bit longer than working with some that's slightly thicker. But if you're worried about your stitches being stiff, I would go down to a 3. But the only other thing about doing 3 is, there's not a whole lot of options for variegated yarn. So I typically do not like changing colors. But I also know that I don't think I can find some Miami Dolphin colors or sports team theme colors and yarn. Alright, so lay that back down, and we're just continuing to wrap in the round. And this is like an adult size, like a regular adult size. You can make it smaller by doing a tighter stitch. And the way you do that is do like a U stitch or a true knit stitch, to make your stitches tighter. But if you wrap it like this and do E stitch, it'll make the hat more flowy. Because I was saying earlier, you can see this stitch is tighter and that one is bigger. So this is the E stitch and that's a true knit stitch. It made the hat like a adult small. Hey Elizabeth, how you doing? Uh-oh. Thank you, Chatika. How are you doing? But this is like my favorite stitch to do. Most people will tell you this is all loom knitting is the E stitch, and it's really not true. So yeah, so it's not only E stitch, but this is my favorite thing to use because it works up a lot faster. Because right here, this is the like more like rib stitching, and those are two different stitches. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you for coming in. And that's good you're doing well. I want to see, I hope I can get a hat done before I get off live because that'll be nice. Sometimes I do this because I don't feel like turning the loom. But if you're someone that'll get frustrated at your stitches popping off, I would not do this very often. Unless you just confident and then not popping off often. I think I'm gonna do like a thin um, layer of this. The more I think about it, I'm gonna do like 10. Let me see. Yeah, about 10. No, because this will be on the back if I do that. Darn. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking out loud. I know how the head is gonna flow, and so I'm just like, because when I do the brim, the start of the head, like the part that's right here, is gonna end up on the inside. So that's why I was like, darn it. So I need to do it. I did this about 25 rows. So I need to do, I think 15 would be safe. Do 15 rows, 15 or 20 rows, and then change to the other color. Cause I want this to show very little. I don't want a thick color of teal. So this is like the process I go through with all of my heads. I'm just like, wait a minute. Especially when I'm doing a color thing, I want it to flow a certain way. So I want to peekaboo this color throughout, like not have like a big showing of. I want it to like just be a hint of it. I hope I didn't pick up the wrong white that looked like a creamy color. I might have to frog this head over here beside me. Hey, sifting some soil. How you doing? I decided to go ahead with the hat. I've been looking at these colors for about a week now, and I was just like, yeah, those will be fun to work with. So I think I might need a hint of black. I can't really remember if it had black in it. I think it did. Awesome, awesome. That's good. My favorite place to visit in St. Louis is the museum. The what is the Bass Pro Museum. It's really nice. My husband wanted to do the Shark Tank, but I think like it was doing like uh mid to later part of COVID, so we couldn't really like it was like limited during that time. So I'd like to go back and let them do something like that. Yeah, I love blue, 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 blue. I love me some blue. The reason why I got all this teal out is because I'm doing Miami Dolphin colors, and I felt like it was very fun and bright colors, so I chose those colors. I'm making a hat. I'm still working on that blanket. I'm just making a hat right now. Miami Dolphins. So I looked it up before I came on live. It had like a subtle dark teal in it, and I got this teal, and I think I'm finna change this white. It looks more like cream. I might frog this head and use that white because I definitely see it now. So I'm gonna put that color in there, and I got this orange. So I'm just gonna put just a little bit of this teal in it, not a whole lot. Right. I was gonna make some lion colors too, or was it no tigers? I saw tigers. I was gonna do some tiger colors too. So I'm trying to do some sports themed colors and hopefully move those to like some sports fans. So we'll see how that goes. Which I know I should have been making beanies probably back in October, but I was so busy. It's like I've I've been so crazily busy that I don't really have a lot of time. And although I'm making like a wide band right now, it's more so I hardly ever use this color, and it'll save me on the colors that I use a lot. So this is going to be on the inside of the head. It's not going to be on the outside. So you won't see all of this teal. You'll just see a little bit of it. Unless the person was like, they wanted to double up the brim and fold it over some more, that'll be the only time you'll probably see more teal, more of the dark teal. Because I'm making my brim right now. I swear, like, and it's a black owned business too in Walmart. I was in Walmart today and I decided to just look it over a little bit more, and it is a black owned business. So I was excited about that. I didn't know the first time. I was just in there grabbing yarn. So my goal is to make a doll for my little cousin and hope she like it. So I gotta find enough time to do it because a lot of people ask me for stuff in the past 5 days. I was adding her on the list and I was just like, dang it. But I want her to have it. So even if I gotta like work overnight on it, I think that's what's gonna happen. because her grandma reached out to us and see if we could get her something for Christmas. Right, right, I am. I got a little tea over here. I don't know why my voice getting like extra dry tonight. um, I don't know what spoiled knitting is, but it is a form of knitting, yeah. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. Oh darn, I did something. I gotta take it off. Um, like $7 to $8. I had to redo this because I wrapped this peg first, y'all. That's why I was like, nope, can't do that. Some of my yarn, this past year or last year, I was donated like big bags of yarn, so it's that came in very handy. Oh, okay, gotcha. That sounds about right though. I think I've heard of that before. Not a whole lot. Yeah, I crochet on the side too, and I over the summer like nine about 80% of what I was doing was crochet. But I want to get it. I want to do them both. I'm trying to find a way to find a balance because most of my customs come from crochet, but when I'm doing it like on my own, I'm loom knitting. Like if it's something that I just decided to do in the moment or something, or somebody asks for like a hat and they don't specify whether they want it crocheted or knitted, I'll knit it. Only just to because I need like I need variations. I can't do like the same thing over and over and over. I get bored, so I have to switch back and forth between crochet and knitting. But my favorite thing to do in crocheting is granny stitches and plushies. Hi, Chrissy. Welcome, welcome in. This what I was talking about earlier. I'm gonna frog this one and use this color of white. I had two different whites, but this one looks more like cream, and this one looks closer to white. It's not really showing on the camera, but I rather use this one. It's lighter. I appreciate that, Forest River. It depends. So most of them come with like something custom added to it. So if it's just basic, a hat, between 15 or 20. and scarves between 20 and 25, because I it's all about, how long I have to make it, what specifics are you trying to do, and all that other stuff. But if you buy both of them, like if they purchase like a hat and a scarf, I will knock it down to like doing 15 for both, so that way they paying like 30 all together. Of course. Happy birthday, Chrissy. Oh, okay, cool. Because when I was looking, I could not see the difference. I was looking from my other page, and I'm just like, I can't tell. They're both bright. I got this from Amazon. These are KB round looms. And so you can either get it from Amazon or knittingboard.com. I'm not sure if Joann's carries them, but Joann's tends to carry KB products, so you can look on both of those. I'll get the box real quick. But yeah, most of I have a preference. Most of my my small gauge looms are KB. And although this is not Michaels, I prefer Michaels with wide gauge. So I can't pin right now because I'm like, my camera is up here and I'm watching like from my other channel. But yeah, so that's my preference. Yeah, so uh um Amazon, I dropped some cotton yarn in the floor. Give me just a second. Amazon, knittingboard.com. Okay, River Rose. Yes, I didn't really know that they carried a large wide gauge, because every time, because I have a preference for where I want my wide gauge to come from, and then I used to shop in Walmart a lot, so mostly all they ever carried was wide gauge, and their small gauge was horrible. But anyway, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know KB had wide gauge looms. But I have a preference for Michael's loops and threads when it comes to my wide gauge looms. Because okay, awesome, Rose. Because of the way the loom is made, no matter how like rough I am with it, it's least likely to break compared to all the other wide gauge looms I've had before. Oh, okay. Let me pull it out real quick because I want to show you my my Michael's wide gauge. So compared to like others, let me hold on, my curtains blew open. All right. Compared to like the ones I've used, my bad, I'm like falling all over the place. To the ones I've used, like these, they're glued in. So I've broken these like several times. This is not. I think I broke this one, but I can't remember. It's been years since I've used this one, but I don't use it anymore. Okay, so my Michael's ones are my bad, y'all. Are actually a part of the loom. So no matter how rough I am with it, you know, if I accidentally make the um make the stitches too tight, they're like least likely to like become um broken from off of this piece because it's all one piece. So that's why I prefer Michaels when I do my wide gauge. I I think it is because I'll pull out my other and that I know for sure it's 3/8. If I can get it out right. Okay. So I think these are the same. Yes. So yes, this one don't have it on the bottom. It just have how many pegs it is. But this one is 3/8 gauge. So yes, this one is 3/8 gauge. Yeah, like the Wal I do not like the Walmart ones. They drive me nuts. Oh, okay. I make plushies too. I make loom knit plushies too. But you can make them bigger. It's just that you have to make panels and sew them together. And I got a hold on, cause I got an even smaller one, and I'll explain why in just a second. So I ended up with these two. Hold on, I try to keep my curtain closed. All right, I ended up with these two because these are like a baby knit loom kit from from KB. So they come in a kit, and what you do with this one mostly is make baby booties, and this is the one to make hats with. And you do like true knit stitch, so you can do all e-stitch. It'll be more like a toddler size beanie, but if you do true knit stitch, it'll be smaller, so you can make a actual newborn baby size hat if you make the stitches tighter. Yeah, yeah. So Chrissy, I I I started to try to look at estate sales and stuff. A couple of my looms were donated to me. Some were like they sent it to me from Amazon as a gift and stuff. So I never really gotten any from Hobby Lobby. I think when I went in there, most of the time I go on Hobby Lobby looking for yarn, and so I'm obsessed with. I love this yarn and I love this cotton. This is just a regular clicking office pen. You can use this or straws, but I prefer this one. I never use these anymore because it has like that hook divot and it snatches my yarn. So I like using this one because it's adjustable. So I don't have to just stick to one size of yarn to use. But you can use straws and different sizes of straws and cut them and make it. I promise, like, I don't mind the questions at all. Yeah. Ask all the questions you need to. I don't mind showing nothing. That is too funny. Now, if it's some good wigs, you know what I do. If he gave you some good wigs, I would take them and actually put them on hats because I just recently found this this humanitarian group. I can't think of what to say right now, but they were making knitted hats, knitted and crochet hats for like cancer patients and stuff. So they give you like a free pattern, and you make the pattern. They just prefer certain brands of yarn, and you mail it to them, and they put like wigs on them, like hair. Yeah, yes, thank you. I do that every time when I feel like I'm trying to say something important. Like my brain just like it's like it goes. We're not talking about that. But yeah, it's charity. So yeah, so you make a hat and you mail it to them. They just have a preference for Karen cakes or something like that. It's some type of really soft yarn. Well, their preference is that, and they only want it in certain colors, and then you mail it to them, and they make little wigs out of them, and it's so cute. Yeah, I think you can use that. I think you could like put it on. Well, for Halloween though, if you feel like they're more Halloween, that'll probably be something fun doing Halloween, or they can play dress up. Awesome, Rose. So happy to hear that, cause mine is very therapeutic for me. So I love working on mine. It helps me calm down. If I'm having a stressful day, cause I don't have to think about what I'm doing. It's not overly complicated. While I'm working on it, so I'm just like, most of the time I'm watching something or listening to some music or something. So that just doubles it up. I mean, that sounds fun too. I'm a crafter at heart, so just practically anything you you do with it, I'm gonna say it sounds fun because I like crafting. The chain pattern, I think you can, only because I've seen um the Walmart knockoff ones, and they say they're crochet, but they're really chain patterns of knitting. So I think you could, but I've never figured it out. Right. I know. I get it, Rose. I get it. Sometimes you just like, I don't want to look at that no more tonight. And I don't like changing colors. I don't care if it's crochet. I don't care if it's knitting. Or even looming. I I do not like color changing. Like, it's very annoying. But you can do a chain cast on here to make your stitches tighter. So you can do like a crochet chain cast on. And there's two different ways to do it. One of them is more complex to me, but I can do one of them with no problem. Right, exactly. I don't blame you. And for me, if I'm doing crochet, my silly self would rather crochet a flat panel, and whatever design I'm trying to put in there, I just put it on the I just cross stitch it into a flat panel. Hey, Mary Beth, how you doing? Glad to see you here. I decided to go with the hat thing tonight, and I'm doing like Miami Dolphin thing. Now the only thing I haven't quite figured out, which I probably is pretty, I'm just gonna just like let it go. But the thing about doing the loom knitting, there is a space where you can see where it connects it when you start and stop. But it may bother some people, but I've been doing it so long that I'm like I just accepted it. So if you're doing this, you will see a spot um in your head where it will show. It's kind of like you connected it. I'm doing good. I'm glad you're doing good. I swear, like all these last minute Christmas thoughts and all that stuff are driving me nuts. Oh, that's gonna be cute. I hope to see it. That sounds so fun. Thank you, Nathan. To me, it is. Now, I do work, I can do smaller projects with the needles, but I cannot. There is a way for you to knitting around, I think, with the needles, but I don't know how to knitting around with the needles, so I would end up having to make flat panels and sew them together. So it's about the same amount of time for me. But like bigger, like I do a lot of frogging, so I take that back. Knitting with the needles is a little bit more time for me. But I tend to have to frog a lot because I get distracted. And if I mess up on here, I've been doing it for so long that I'm like, oh, I can fix that. No problem. If I miss a stitch, I can fix that. Awesome. Yes, I would love to. I would love to see it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I would love to see it. I think that's really cute. Yeah, I know. But I didn't learn all of that until I started loom knitting. I found out, oh, there's circular needles for it, but it still kind of confused me. So I just went to the looms, and it's kind of hard to like circle back. But I pulled out my knitting needles um, earlier this week, and I was like, I'm gonna get this project done. Yeah, I've seen them. I just never like was like, okay, we're gonna try to go and do this. I just still left them alone. Cause in my mind, I feel like if it doesn't make sense, it's gonna take me a long time. Like stuff that's easy, if it doesn't make sense to me, I'm just gonna be like, that's not. It's not that easy. It has to be more complex. But things that seem like they're more complex to other people, I'm just like, it's supposed to be complex, and then I have no issue learning it. But since I can't make sense of the circle needles, I haven't really picked them up. Really, that is wild. So, um, I literally have someone waiting on the plush shoe. She's been waiting since October. Like, but every time I reached out to her, she was like, "Wait, wait. You don't have to be in a hurry." But then like December snuck up on me, and then like yesterday, no, today, somebody wanted another one of those bucket hats. I've been making tons of those. I'm tired of bucket hats. But she wants a bucket hat. And then someone reached out to me on earlier part of this week. They're like, I want it, can you do you have any hats and scarves? I need 4 hats and scarves. And then another one reached out to me. She's like, can you crochet me a hooded scarf? And she wanted a hat and a scarf. And I'm just like, did you guys not know that you will be wanting this around this time? Like I need a heads up. I have to schedule all this in. Oh, okay. Thank you, Chrissy. I'll try that out. Now that I've seen those, I've seen people do it like they got three needles going. I'm just like, how? I don't get it. but I want to get it. But I'm just like, how are you doing this? Yeah, like yeah, four needle. Yeah, I think it was four. I think I've seen three, but I'm just like, how? I don't. It don't click. I swear, like I like that it's bringing me income, but those ruffle hats are like, I'm just waiting on the trend to end because they keep thinking I have them on hand, and no, I'm not just making ruffle hats because then when y'all get bored with them, I got like 20 hats that I'm stocked up on waiting on people to say I want them. So I'm not stocking up on ruffle hats. That's awesome, Mary Beth. You can still do a lot with looms. People don't realize, but you can. Cause I made plushies. I made minions on these. I made pumpkins. I made the pumpkins. Just some of everything. I feel like it. And my next step was to try and make ice cream cone and what was it? Um, a turtle, a sea turtle. I like sea turtles, so those are like my next steps. Oh, cool. That's a good way to use them. And I've had the same. I thought I had more knitting needles than that, but I think I went and bought them and lost the other ones. Oh yeah, y'all can make slouchies on here too. Not like just really long ones and then they slouch. You literally can make the slouchies like the stitches for slouchies. Right. Thank you. I'm going to try. The issue has been like, just being busy and trying to find the time to like post videos and stuff cuz I have a lot of ideas, and if I just let them build up on my phone, then I'll never get them posted. So I'm trying not to like record stuff in steps cuz I forget. I get disinterested in it. Okay, I'm gonna try cuz I'm hoping that after December and January passes, I'm gonna try and do them in January though. After they pass, it would kind of slow down a little bit. Right? Yes, very very satisfying, Rose. Hey, Brittany. How are you doing this evening? I gotta keep count of these because if I don't, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. I need to do just about 20 more of these. I don't, like I said, I don't want it to be shining. I don't want it to be thick. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. Thank you for coming in. I hope you get plenty of rest, cause I trust me. I understand. I get ear infections very easily, even like just by cleaning my ear with a Q-tip and letting the air come in my ear. That's how I get ear infections. I did it again. I do that often. I hate when I do that. Oh, you can make one. You can use a straw. You can use a regular office pen. You can use any kind of pen really. If you got pens around the house, you can use it. Even if it's not a clicking office pen, they're just more convenient. So you got it. If you got straws and all that, you got it. Good night. Talk to you soon. Oh, Chrissy, I'm glad you feeling better. And with the way this weather been fluctuating up and down, it's just, you know, I'm trying to not expose myself too much. Yeah, but I'm just saying to save you on those $3. just make a pen. I promise. Just make a pen. Just make a pen or use a straw. Shoot, I'll mail you one of mine if you're going through all that. If you message me and say I want one of your pens to keep you from buying one, I will give you one of mine. Oh, sorry to hear that, Rose. Wow, that's crazy. Cause when I say that Lumen pen by boy is annoying, it's annoying. I don't know if they've came out with any other ones, but the boy, it. I mean, I like it kind of, but it's more so annoying than anything. Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha, Rose. But okay, so find a straw. You use a straw. Okay. But if you want, you can ask your mom if I can send it to your mom, cause I totally get it, and I can send it to your mom's name. Yes, do not get it, y'all. I'm sorry, don't get it. I promise you, like how take the pen apart, it'll work just fine. Don't you love it? I'm getting ready to start making some plushes with mine. I've been watching it for the longest, and I said I wasn't gonna buy them because I have some in the loom. But yeah, I'm getting ready to make a whole bunch of plushes with these. Yeah, like don't do all that, Rose. That's why I said go through mom. Go through mom. You don't have to do all that. Cause like I said, I totally get it. And cause I have two boys, so I get it. And I talk to them all the time about, talking about personal information online. So that's why I was saying go through mom. That way it can come in your mom's name. But if you don't want to, that is totally fine too. So that's why I'm trying to stress to like just find an old pen or a straw. Cause I talk to so many people, I tend to forget that you're younger. So I just have to I have to be reminded. I talk to like 30 some people in 2 days, and I'm just like, what conversation am I having? I'm trying to remember who have I been talking to. Thank you, Rose. The sparkle, is it the one with like the little silver lining thing in it? No, you're talking about. I think I might know what you're talking about. I don't know. No, no, mine's is by another one. I don't know if this may be what you're talking about. Something similar to this. Oh, okay. I got you. Plushies blanket yarn. Some of their yarn feels like feels like that chenille yarn. It feels less like a blanket yarn, but chenille, but it's not actually chenille. Yep. Eh, exactly. I think I know what you're talking about. Cause I hate the way chenille yarn slides up against itself, and it feels rough like sliding. And I've gotten some Bernat blanket yarn that's felt the same, but it doesn't look like chenille yarn, but it definitely feels like it. Cause I got some now, like some baby blue, and it feels like very velvety, and I'm not crazy about it. So I've had to just sit in there for a while. But it's Bernat blanket yarn though. It's not chenille. Awesome, Rose. The next plushie I want to do is because I made a really small llama, but I can't seem to figure out what I did with it. I want to make a llama. I made a crochet llama, but I also want to make a loom knitted llama. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. See how many rows we got. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What emojis are you doing? Let me move that over some. How do you end a hat? hold on just a second. Let me do this. Let me do this row and I'll show you real quick. Yes, I'm working on the brim. So this is what I'm getting ready to fold up from the bottom and make it like almost like double. How long was what the how long was what? I'm sorry. You're making like a bean thing to sew to the base. Hold on. Are you doing a flat panel or round? Are you doing a gather bind off where you like closing like a hat type thing up, like a tube? Oh, I started on this. It's probably been about 40 minutes or so, 40 minutes to an hour. And the reason why I say this because I've been talking and showing some other stuff. So I probably really didn't start on this to about 9. Yeah, okay. Let me show you in just a second. Because I'm going to take some different yarn and do it with it. And I'm just going to pick off a couple of them. Thank you, Arcane. It'll be like another hour in about 15 minutes. I'll probably be sleepy soon. But I go to about 11. But okay. So I'm gonna use a different yarn. So that'll help. Okay. I'm trying to find the middle of this. I need a needle. And sometimes this works better with just doing the plastic tapestry needles because they're more flexible. And there's also the needles. I think they're bent up a little bit, and that might be feet. Hey, Matthew. Oh no, here it's 9:44 here. So your time, I won't be out till 12 o'clock. Okay, so to cast it off, you're gonna take it and pick your stitches off, and I'm not gonna take them all off because I'm just doing this for demonstration. And of course, that would be in the way. Let me pull it over here. And I'm just demonstrating a gather bind off real quick. Okay, pick them up. So as you go, you will pick your stitches up off the loom, like so. Uh-oh, I pulled them right out. I don't know why. Okay, so when you pull them off, so they should be like, your stitches should be holding on to your the yarn you're using to take it off. And then once you take them all off, I'm gonna try to open this. It might not do it. I tried to open it back up. But when you pull it all off, you take the yarn and you pull it closed. I still gotta go back and why this not up, I don't know. It's doing something weird. Okay, there it is. It For some reason, this one is doing some funny stuff. Let's see, where is it coming from? I don't know what's going on with that. All right, but you pull that in and close the circle up to close it off. But I'm gonna put these back on here because I'm still working. Okay, Rose. I'm trying to get these back on here. I didn't have that many more stitches. I think I got to do like about 5 more rows and then change color. Let me see, where was I? How many rows? I apologize if I'm bumping that camera. Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, that's what I counted earlier, 14. I remember now. I gotta push my stitches down first. It's 14. I'm working on 15. Trying to keep up with the rows now. Because I will get happy handed and I'll just keep going. Yep, I almost wrapped that one twice. In behind, not in front. Okay, 15, row 15. I'm gonna do 5 more rows after this, and then I'm gonna, maybe 4. 4 may work better. I'll find out in just a minute. Okay, okay. Thank you for hanging out with me, Arcane. I appreciate you. Hope you have a good evening. Well, good night's rest, because it look like you about to get ready to go to bed. Thank you, Rose. Yes, yes, I am. I finished that head about a month ago. Yep. Now I'm working on a dolphin head. Awesome. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support. And yeah, I finished that Tennessee Titans head. Right now, I'm working on a really big blanket. The blanket is 5 feet wide and it's over 3 feet long for right now. I am too tickled. I only went with them because I wanted some bright, fun colors. So that's how I ended up. And I knew I had the colors in my stash, and I like teal. I like blue and teal. So I was like, let's go with something fun and bright tonight. Oh, okay, cool. You don't want to know who I am a fan of. So I keep it to myself a lot because I know, but I've liked them since I was a kid. So that's kind of how that happened. No, it's not them. It's not them. It's the it's the Cowboys. Oh, thank you, Miss TR. That's awesome. I can't wait to see what you do. I don't fully understand football, and I really only just check the stats to see because their games kind of make me upset, of course. So I really only check the stats for Cowboys. I don't always watch the games, but my kids also play football. So there's like I'm more into it. I'm trying to understand what's going on. So if I need to be upset or not, basically. I figured, I figured they'll be close, Chrissy. I figured. Yes, I'm still here, Ashley. I usually go live for 3 hours. It's not hard to like knock out 3 hours with like looming or crocheting or something like that. So I just go 3 hours because I'm trying to get as much done. Cause I don't get a lot of to get stuff done, so that's why I go 3 hours. So I'm trying to get as much done as I can. That is so funny. You're an Eagles fan because he didn't like the Eagles. Oh, okay, cool. That's cool, Rose. Mm, I hate it. Wow, Chrissy. But you never know. Freak incidents have happened. Like 3 hours. I've been doing this actually, on and off for the past 2 years. So like 3 hours is like nothing to me. One time I actually was on live for like 5 or 6 hours by accident. Like I was just so into what I was doing, and the time flew by so fast. So that's why I was like, I started making sure that I only do three, because it's like no, it flies by so fast. Awesome, Chrissy. The same way. You're tied off the same way, Rose. You just kind of have to find the stitches. So next time, if you want to do that, what you do is do waste yarn first. So you take like a contrasting yarn, like let's say I'm doing this color, and I want my waste yarn, which I'm gonna like take off and maybe use it for another project. You want to start with like a contrasting color. So I use this first, and then start my project. And then when you take it off, you can find your stitches easier, and then pull this yarn back off of it. She showed better, Chrissy. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You gotta close both ends the same way. You can close it the same way. You just gotta find the stitches on the other end. Ashley, sure can. But yeah, you tied off the same way. I knew exactly what you were talking about because I made plushies on the loom before. I made like most of mine were tubes. Like I hadn't branched out with making more detailed ones just yet. Oh, thank you, Ashley. I don't blame you. I've mixed crochet and knitting. So you won't get nothing from over here saying no, don't do it. I would encourage you to do it. If it makes it much easier, I would encourage you to do it. I mix them up every so often. Okay, bye Ashley. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I understand. Get that sleep in. I think that was row 16. I can't remember. Oh, no problem at all. Thank you. No, I usually just go live Saturdays, but I'm trying to figure out another day to add. It's usually just Saturdays from 8 to 11 p.m. my time, Central Standard Time. Maybe I'll have something planned out by around after the new year. Yeah, yeah, I should be yeah, I'll be live Saturday, next Saturday. The only way I won't is I have headaches, and so that'll be the only way I get thrown off. I am too tickled, Rose. It's just a Loom pen. Like it's just a actual pen. It's literally a pen. Like you can, if you want to look it up and get the more technical one, it's called Loom pen by Boy. If you just really want this one, it's a Loom pen. But I just took a pen and took everything out of it and threaded the yarn through. I've used straws too, so you can use a straw or a pen. Yeah, like right now, on and off today, I've been getting like cramps in my neck. So I took my medicine before I got on live, so we'll see. As long as I don't have a headache, I'm okay. I can work through like the shoulder and neck issues. Okay, see you next weekend, hopefully. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, I decided, let me see, seven, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so 17 and 7 more would be 25. Half of 25 is 12. So that half of 25 is 12, and 7 stitches would be seam, and 7 plus 5 is 12. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop right here. I was doing all that calculation. You have a good night. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna separate this and we're gonna change colors because I'm trying to make sure that this color is not exposed more that much on the outside. This is gonna be on the inside of the hat. So that's what I was trying to calculate. So I'm gonna put this right here and we're just gonna change colors. And while I was working, I went to thinking about which color I wanted to change to. So this is kind of like what I wanted to go with. My mind was like go towards orange. I was gonna do from this color to the lighter teal, but I feel like it needs like I don't know. Me too. I hate changing colors. So I feel like I need to go to this color and then go to the blue and then the white. I think the contrast should work better that way. No, I live closer to Memphis. Like I'm like 20 miles probably away from Memphis. Uh-oh. It didn't work the way I wanted it to. Alright, so we're gonna do orange next. Alright, so that's how you change colors. And then we're just gonna continue wrapping like we never stopped. hope I'm making the right decision. 'Cause I just didn't want those two tails by each other. Like the more I thought about it, it looked awkward. Bye, Ashley. Hope you have a good night. Um, sort of. I'm kind of familiar. I've heard of Jasper. I mostly go up like through the mountains when I'm getting ready to go to Mississippi. What did I just do? This is not on the right peg. I don't be paying attention sometimes. I started it on the wrong peg. Awesome, Rose. You making me think about this llama I want to do. I don't even know what I did with the keychain llama. I done lost it. Now this is gonna be loose. No, neither one of them were loose. I thought they was gonna be loose. Oh, this one is gonna be loose. That's what I did. I stopped this stitch too far back. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave that. I already knit it off. I'm leaving it there. I'm not gonna take that back off and put it back on. I promise it'll be fine. Yes, yes, I will. I sure will, Rose. Okay, I'm gonna make a note because I've been using this paper to make sure. I'm making my note because I'm bad at forgetting. Once I get off live, I'm like I'm running to get back in the house. But it's not that chilly out here tonight. But the other thing is I have to get up for church in the morning. So I try to make sure I don't be out live or out here too late. I might need to move my live up to 7 for some of y'all. I'll think about that. Because that way I'm not out here too late and I'll be ready to get up for church. The reason why I actually had it like this late is because I try not to get in the way of family time. So if we decide to do something as a family, I'm never rushed. Well, I don't rush them to, do what they need to do because of live. It looks bothersome. It's bothering me. It worked. All right, I'm going to do 7 more of these stitches for the brim. I'm going up to 25. I think that's what I did on the previous hat. So that's what I'm going to do here. My rule of thumb is when I'm working on the brim, if it kind of touches the other side when I stretch it out, that's a good brim. So my brims opposite sides are not touching each other. So my rule of thumb is to knit until they touch closer to each other. That's a good brim. Instead of having to constantly measure and be like, I think that'll work. I just do it that way. Yeah, I think I made the right choice in changing it to orange. I think it's gonna be really pretty. Please be on the right stitch. Yeah. Awesome. I bet it's too cute. Awesome. I would like to get this brim done before I get off live. But it seems like I'm working like extra slow. Okay. See you soon. Bye. Thank you for hanging out with me. Y'all, I got about 45 more minutes on live. That's what I was trying to say earlier. This dark teal color is an accent color. So that's why I didn't want a lot of it showing. Oh, also, I just learned. I've been watching finger knitting, and I want to do that next. I keep saying I'm gonna finger knit. I'm gonna finger knit. I'm gonna finger knit, but I just hadn't found the time yet. And I thought it was pretty cool. So That's like a next goal of mine. Like I got three goals that's next, and that's one of them. Cause I've been sitting on this tube yarn forever, and I didn't want to do nothing else with it besides finger knit. Yeah, I can show you. Let me knit these off real quick. Real quick. I'm doing a dolphins theme. This orange hasn't started showing through yet. I just changed the color, but it's gonna look cooking for you. Can you please like be patient? Oh, okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Rose. Thank you so much. So we're making this. Can you please be patient? My stuff lags longer than yours. I mean, you both of like the time that it takes for it to come through. You got to be patient because I'm like the video viewing is like, it takes some time to get to you and to get back to me. All right, so one, two, three, four. What you mean by red? There is no red. Or are you saying red heart? I don't remember if this. I think this is red heart yarn. I can't remember. I lost count already. I'm making a Miami Dolphins themed beanie. That's one, two, three, four, five. Yeah. Well, I didn't close it all the way up, but I'm making beanies like this. I typically go live making blankets, but I did a poll before I came on live this week, and we had decided on um making a hat. I need this to stay out the way. Out the way. I might finish this up tomorrow. Oops. Wrong way. This is the loom I want to use the most, so I'm gonna be trying to put projects on it fast and get it off fast. There's a train. Yeah, you can tie them together. Um, I'm trying to remember. It does. It unravel from the end of the row. But okay, so you can tie them together, and or you can also do a magic knot to tie them together, or you can just do a double knot, like a, you know how you start tying your shoelaces, that the starting part before the bunny ears. You can do, that type of knot in there. And in the brim, it's not hard to hide the strings, and you can just hide the strings in the brim. But when you go to having to hide them in the middle of the hat, you just hide them in behind the stitches. And it's more so trial and error, just trying to hide them. 2, 4, 5. So that was 5. 2 more. I gotta tell myself that, because if I don't, I will get excited. No problem. I will get excited and be halfway into the hat. I don't even know how that got through there. Halfway into the hat before I realized. Uh oh. That one almost popped off. Right. Thank you, Fairly Foxy. Very, very. And then it's even more relaxing when you have some music going on in the background. Oh, thank you. Right? I'm trying to remember that I only have to do 7 rows. All right, that's 2, 4, 6. One more row, and then we can change color. Well, we can close the brim. Sorry, y'all. Wow, that is ridiculous, Donna. That's crazy and awesome all in one. I am too tickled. Go, Donna, go. Love you too. That's awesome. Y'all, I got some that was I was gonna say that earlier. I have some plastic bags back there for Plarn, and I need to get around to making those. I'm trying to wrap this knit these off so fast. I keep missing sliding back off the peg. Oh, now that's probably gonna be weird. I did not think about that, but it's gonna work. I just thought this teal color is gonna show through this orange when I knit off the brim, but I'll work with it. 'Cause- all right, so we're about to do the brim, and what you want to do, I'm gonna tie this off. And I swear, yes, that yes, Joanne's, Joanne's, and my yes, gift cards, the galore. See, that's why I messed this up at. I I accidentally put the stitch in the wrong spot, and so that's why it's like that. But yours should be touching each other. What I'm gonna do is just tie this knot right here. It should be fine. It's gonna be hiding on the inside, but I did that. I messed that up. That's what I tell my kids when my kids are like, "What you want for your birthday?" Yarn. So my oldest son went out and bought me like 4 or 6 skeins of because I specified it was it's what's the yarn crap bamboo yarn. So whenever they ask me what you want for your Mother's Day, I'm just like yarn, yarn every time, yarn. You can never go wrong with yarn. All right. So the way to find out where your first stitch starts is this yarn tail. So you're gonna take the slip knot, because it's gonna be a slip knot of that yarn, and place it back on your starter peg. And this is why I was saying my color was gonna show through. But I'm gonna live with that because I'm not gonna take my work apart. Because this one line that's about to show through. Sometimes you make decisions, you gotta live with it. And this is why I was trying to tell y'all that I didn't want the teal to be so thick, because once it goes further, it's only gonna be showing a little bit like this. It's not gonna be as thick as the orange. And finish putting it on. So that's what I was thinking about while I was doing it. I was trying to make sure. So then you just try to go to the next stitch over to make sure that you're casting on correctly. Just go directly over the loops, the loose loops, and put them on to make your brim. This is actually a nice way to make a donut. I gotta put that on my list. Put that on my list. This yarn is really soft. Come on. So if I try to tell, have somebody who wants this, I'm gonna say this was intentional. Awesome, Chrissy. I need to make my son some fidgets. Cause he be like, OMG in church. Uh, I hope that's gonna be fine. I'm gonna leave it. No, I need to have this one. No, that's not the one. It's already out. I, I swear I wouldn't blame you. Because that's how I'm feeling right now about these hats and scarves. I'm going to see if she wants some of these out of my inventory. Oh, I bet those are cute. I'm sure about to post them. I need to reach out to her tomorrow. So I'm just like the inventory. Oh, Donna, I'm the same way. I have been doing resin for years, and this is like, yes, very relaxing. I think, yeah, that's probably. I was gonna do that earlier, so we're gonna put that right there. It'll work. I'm thinking about doing markets again. I had stopped because my my pinched nerve had gotten really bad in the past couple of years. I don't know if it's because I was doing too much and then I quit, or I've taken too much time off. But I was thinking about going into markets again next year. I just have to make sure my kids can set up for me. When I did markets, I didn't have a lot of support. I think I'm gonna continue on with the orange. Right, exactly. And trust me, I get it. I moved mine down to part time because I had my job was really demanding, and like I would get migraines and lose stuff. So I felt like I needed to step away. And I still kind of have plantar fasciitis or fasciitis, whichever way they say it. So I had that too. So it's a lot of standing, and when I would get headaches, I would like lose my purse type stuff. But it would be in like safe places. But the thought that I lost my purse on more than one occasion was bothering me. Okay, I think I'm gonna do about 5 more rows of orange, and or should I? I don't know. Should I separate the orange and start doing blue? Hmm. I'm gonna do about 5 more rows and see how I feel about that. Oh wow. Yep. That it's like the whole migraine thing. It's like the light start to get to you, and for a while when mine was acting up, I could not drive. The vibration would like really hurt really bad. Thank you, Donna. So yeah, I get it. That is wild. And that what bothers me about companies. It's like they never think about you. They just want you to do at whatever cost. Awesome, Juliana. I've crocheted one dog before. I've done like a 1 foot tall pit bull. It was sitting on his hind legs, but it was about a foot tall. That is wild. Yeah, I'm glad you was able to find something else though, cause like when another door closes, a great one opens. I need to check you out, Juliana. I'm gonna make a note to check you out. Let me knit this out first. Um, that's yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, Chrissy. Right, what you said. That's what I was getting micromanaged, and then they had me doing like five people jobs. I'm just like, no, no, thank you. I did it for a year and a half, and I was like, no, thank you. Oh, I got you, Chrissy. No, I was just going to go look at them. I was going to lend you some support, use some support, and look at them. Yeah, I could probably share the video on my socials. It is, Sylvia. It really is. No, Juliana, no, thank you. Maybe someone maybe some others may want to. I mean, want it. Cause I crochet too, so you know. I'm gonna have to make a really tight schedule this next week because I owed my sons some hats and wallets. So, and then I all of a sudden got all these other requests. So I'm gonna try and figure out how to make their hats and scarves first. Y'all have about 15 minutes left on live. I hope my husband surprised me with a snack. Although I haven't really been eating snacks like I used to. I'm like, I need a pie or a cake. So it'd be nice if he went out and got one while I was on live. Oh, I can't wait to see what that looks like. Cause I know it's gonna be sticking out, but I'm gonna leave it. Y'all, I saw something really cool over on the other place, the clock. And I saw they were using hot glue to stencil like designs onto hats and stuff. So I was like, that'd be really fun for me to try and get into. But I need to do what they call them, splotches, or uh, pieces to play on with first before I do it on my projects. Cause I wanted to stencil a dolphin on this one and see how that'll work out. Oh, I bet that was so nice. And I've been wanting to make leg warmers. I keep saying I'm make some leg warmers, and I just still haven't gotten the chance to. And one year, I haven't done it. Did I do this last year, year before last? Last year or year before last, I did hats and scarves. I think I'm gonna try. I might try again. I don't know. It's too late to be trying again. I just be gone ho just do stuff. I don't want to even put that pressure on myself. It really is. They don't realize it's a lot of work. Cause I had a cousin reach out to me for those one of those bucket heads today, and she was like, "How long is it gonna take you to make one?" And I was like, "It's not like the how long it's gonna take to make one. It's because I'm working on other projects, and it's a lot of time spent on other projects and trying to build in other stuff." Right. I sure needed mine tonight. I needed mine tonight, Chrissy. Hopefully, I can wake up in a good mood in the morning, get some rest. I took the bun out of my head because I felt like that was bothering me too. And it seemed like when I took the bun down, the headache got worse. I hadn't had a headache in a minute, and I've had a bun in my head for about 2 weeks. No, about a little over a week now. So I might just put the bun back. I don't know. Usually when I put have one something heavy sitting in one spot in my head, I get a headache from that. Maybe I had it just positioned just right. I don't know. Oh wow. Yeah, I had some. I had rapids too, but the doctor was trying some of the medication, and the headaches were still coming. So he moved me to um something more natural. I'll say that. Thank you, Sylvia. I'm gonna try and finish it tomorrow because I I'm gonna be using this Loom a lot, so I wanna not hold projects on here very long. If you get my drift, right? Because that's snow has set me back too. Wet, cold, rainy season set me back, and snow set me back. Because it was wet and rainy today, and I think that's why my neck is acting up. I did go out in it. But it's the only time in about 3 weeks where I've been able to get up um, out the bed early. So I was just like, why not? But, all right, y'all. I got about 10 more minutes. I think I'm getting ready to pull this orange. I think the orange that went far enough. Now I gotta remember when I change this color to put it in the right spot. I don't know how I did that mess I did earlier. All right, so I'm gonna cut this off. change the color to blue. I feel like I'm talking Uno language. Uno, color red. This is KB Loom, and this peg is I'm at this Loom is, where is it? 72 pegs. They came in a set. I don't think they sell them individually. What did I just do with that box? I don't think they sell them individually. So it came with 3. I guess it came with 3. 80, 72, and 64. And if you make tighter stitches, you can make like your head small enough for like babies and stuff like that. But I have like a baby knit loom kit too that's through KB, and this one is 56 pegs, and I can make the stitches tighter so it make it fit a baby too. And this I typically use to make baby booties with. Yeah, so I got like 5 different sizes. Oh, this is gonna be so cute. Of course, I would think that. All right, right peg, go on the right peg. That's the next color change. This feels awkward because this is over here. I'm gonna put this right here. And I think I'm trying to see if I want to go back to orange. No, orange to white or blue. This blue to white. I don't know which one. Cause once I put it on here, and I change my mind after, it's gonna be too late. Cause I'm gonna refuse to go back and redo it. But if I put orange here before I put the white, it's gonna be a very thin thing of orange. Uh-oh. That's what was supposed to be happening on that last color change that I was talking about. Yeah, I'm about to, I got just a couple minutes left, so I'm gonna do one more row, and then I'm gonna get off of here. Okay, and trust me, I get it, Chrissy. I get it, cause soon as I get off live, I'm going right in the house to work on something else. So this is just like right now, and I just, I'm gonna go in the house. So yeah, have a good evening. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. You too, Sylvia. I hope you have a good evening too. Yes, yes, definitely. Definitely, Donna. You gonna be ready to roll on some more stuff. By the time you talk to me next week, you gonna be made about 50 some projects. Okay, Chrissy. Uh, that one's tight. Ooh-wee. I'm a peekaboo. Try to see a little something before I get off of here. I just hope it all works out the way it's working out in my mind. Awesome. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's definitely gonna come in handy. Cause I swear, like it's the best thing. What they say is the best thing since I can't think of what it is. I'm okay. I'm feeling some type of way with that teal peeking right there, but at the same time, I'm okay. I can live with that. So the next time, I think I'm gonna end up frogging this, y'all. So yes, sliced bread. Thank you. Yes, I got the Centro. I don't use them as often. So the next time I do this, the what I'll do, I might start this over because I'm picky about it. I'll start with orange, just one row of orange. Start with one row of orange and then change it to this teal color. That way, when I go back and start working, it'll all be orange and it won't be teal. So I'm gonna have to go back. If I don't want to start this work over, what I can do is do a duplicate stitch in this blue area. So that'll get rid of that color too. So if I decided to like go back and fix that, I'll probably do like duplicate stitch to fix it. But knowing me, I'm just gonna start all the way over because I know where I'm going. And so since I know where I'm going, I'm gonna go back and fix it. So I'm gonna start this over, and I don't think I'm gonna be done with it tomorrow because of me starting it over. Cause I think this blue line right here is gonna really bother me. That is right there. I don't know. It's bothering me. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I will catch you guys on next week. And hopefully I have this done Monday because this is not gonna work for me. It's not gonna work. It's not the way that I made it, it's the color change that's giving me. But yes, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. See you guys on next Saturday. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me.